coming out my throat. Guess I better wash my mouth out with soap. God, I wish I never spoke. Now I gotta wash my mouth out with soap.
Hey guys, it's Megan. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these DIY phone cases, and these were made completely out of hot glue. There is no plastic case needed, and I think this is just a really fun, cool DIY, and you can customize it to any phone, which is great. These were literally free to make because I already had the hot glue and all the other supplies, which is like 2 other things. Yeah, so without further ado, let's just get into the video. So the first case I'm going to be showing you guys is this blue ombre case. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to take your phone and make sure that there's no case on it, and you're going to want to wrap it in some parchment paper. And then you're going to want to take a pencil and mark off any places where you don't want the case to cover. So like mark off the camera hole and the volume buttons and the power button and just basically any buttons. Just make sure you don't cover them with glue. And so now you're just going to want to start to make your case, and for mine, what I did was I first outlined on the edges of my phone case with some hot glue, and then I filled it in with whatever design I was making. And for this one, I just wanted to make like a bunch of dots, and it didn't come out quite like I wanted it, but it still, I think, came out pretty cool. So if you're gonna make dots, just like spread them out and then wait for them to dry and then put more dots in between them. Otherwise, they'll just like melt together and it'll just be a mess. Just went ahead and filled all that in. And so once you have the back of your phone case done, you're going to want to go in and fill in the edges and make sure to do a pretty thick line of hot glue. And also make sure not to cover any of the places that you marked so that you can still reach the buttons. And once the edges are dry, you're going to flip your phone over to the front and you're going to start making dots on like the lip, I guess, of the phone case. And this is gonna just help it, like this is definitely necessary. You can do dots or you can just do another line, just as long as it's touching the line on the edges, if that makes sense. But I just did a bunch of dots, and I used the same technique as I did for the phone case. I just made the dots and then let them dry and then made more dots in between them. And this just helps the case stay onto your phone, and it looks really cute too. And then you're just going to want to peel the case off the phone once all of the glue's dry, and make sure to be pretty careful with this. But if it does end up breaking, you can just glue it back together. It's really no big deal. And then I'm just going to be using nail polish to decorate my case, and for this one I chose to do an ombre design, so I just took various shades of blue and I painted them on from darkest to lightest, but obviously you can do whatever you want. It can be as complex or simple as you want it to be. And then I went ahead and sealed in the nail polish with some Mod Podge, and once that dries, your phone case is done and ready to use. And the other case that I made was this henna slash mandala type case. It didn't come out as great as I wanted it to, but I think it still came out okay. I think this would work a lot better if your hot glue gun has a thinner tip than mine did. So to make this case, you're basically going to follow the same process, except you're going to want to print out a design that you want on your phone case, and I printed out this half of a mandala that I edited in PicMonkey, and then I resized it in Word, and I covered that with wax paper just like the other one, and I outlined it with some hot glue. And so now I'm just doing the same exact thing, and I'm taking a thick layer of hot glue and putting it on the edge of my phone, and make sure that your layer on the edge is touching the layer on the back so that your case is, I guess, as sturdy as it can be, if that makes sense. And then again, I just did the same dotting technique on the edges so that it would have a little lip around the phone case. And again, once everything is dry, you're just going to want to carefully peel off the phone case. And this one definitely broke a little bit easier than the other one, but you can definitely just go back and fix it with some hot glue. And then I just followed the exact same process of painting it and putting Mod Podge over it. And once that dries, your phone case is ready to go. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you're not already and you'd like to be, subscribe for more videos just like this one. And as always, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and make sure to follow me on Instagram. It's at MeganWeller97, and Musically, which is at WellerMegs. And yeah, so I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!